Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to check out some Reprapper Modified PLA. Let's get to it. First off, we're in a new studio, so hopefully this all goes okay. We have some new cameras, we have some new lighting, new place to live, new toilets. It's exciting. Alright, so first off, we have the Reprapper. First time I have tried this brand. Let's go over actually to Amazon real quick. I did pay $11.99 for it. I actually got this a few weeks back, and actually more than a month back. I just have not had time to review it with moving to the new place, changing work, all that kind of stuff. Y'all understand. It is a modified PLA. Not sure what that means. It just says it's extra strong. They had a ton of colors. Apparently they all have pretty much sold out except for a few. They still do have the white at the time of this recording, which I'm kind of surprised, because most of these discounted filaments, by the time I get through the review and get it posted, they're almost sold out. And sometimes they come back, sometimes they don't. But hey, it's a learning experience for all of us. My loss of money is your entertainment. So let's get to it. Let's see, is there anything special in these details? 5 times tougher than standard PLA. That should be pretty strong. 100% tangle free, made in the USA. NatureWorks Indigo PLA is used to produce this filament for a smooth 3D printing experience. Professional grade package. Dried and then vacuum packed in a resealable bag. And they have technical support. And a bunch of information. Let's see. So far, reviews on Amazon out of 867 are 65% 5 stars. Now, granted, that is across all their colors and types on the sale page here, but that's a good sign. Get this window out of the way. Back over to our desk cam. I hope all this is recording correctly. So we've got the standard box, Reprapper Beyond Imagination Through Innovation. Reprapper Tech Co. Limited. Address room 803, Cavalier House, 45-51, Chatham Road, South, TSIM Shah, TSUI, all 3 words. KL Hong Kong. I'm going to have to learn this stuff. Recyclable, made in China, ROHS. On this side, water, sun, fire. Reprapper High White, 1 kilogram spool, 2.2 pounds, new. Well, I hate to buy used. Reprapper Beyond Imagination Through Innovation. Dear customer, thanks very much for your trust on Reprapper Tech's products. Your trust is the power that makes us move forward. We always treasure this trust. Oh. I feel special. That is hard to read there. It is in black, not red. Reprapper Tech has involved in 3D printing since early 2012. We do believe that 3D printing technology can make our life better, with better design idea, with better manufacturing realization method. That's why we hope you can beyond imagination through innovation with Reprapper product. We hope you can learn 3D printing technology with us, share 3D printing technology with us, support others to use 3D printing with better way. Here we sincerely invite you to join our community at Facebook group https://www.facebook.com/groups/Reprapper. Best regards, Simon on behalf of Reprapper Tech. I think I've heard of Simon. Technical support at support@reprapper.com. Sorry, reprappertech.com. More promotion at www.reprappertech.com/more deals. And they have a QR code for Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. And down here, reprappertech.com. That is the outside of the box. And on the bottom, let's get into it. I apologize, this downward camera is not the best angle. It's kind of angling in there. Alright. There's our spool. Woo! Hard to see. First off, we have a card. Reprapper beyond imagination through innovation with 5 stars. Am I satisfied? Is there anything wrong? In case of problems, if damaged, share your experiences on Amazon. Try our other products. They are on TikTok.com/@Reprapper, Instagram.com/Reprapper3D, Facebook.com/Reprapper, and Twitter.com or X Reprapper T, and then there's a dot. I think that's supposed to be tech. Could not be. We'll put that back in the box. We have a little bag. Oh, look at that. Thank you for your purchase. Inside is a 0.4mm nozzle cleaning needle. Well, that's a nice little bonus, and there it is. Use this Amazon promo code in your next purchase to get a special offer. Follow us on Facebook and join, all one word, our user group to get your promo code. And it is your standard little needle. Whoop. It's hard to figure out these angles with this new setup. That is on one hand very nice, and on the other hand a little concerning. Are you telling me it's going to clog? I get the feeling it's going to clog. I didn't read enough reviews to see if it's going to clog. Okay. Oh wow. First off is a plastic spool. Looks like recycled materials. It's very granity looking. Reprapper 3D printing filament, color white, NW, 1 kilogram, material modified PLA 1.75, printing temperature 190 to 240. To 240. That is a huge range. Has a batch number, which is incredibly long, and then beyond imagination through innovation. We have our silica gel in the center, nothing on the back. 3 sets of holes. It's not bad. It's a good amount, although none on this side. Although you can see through, see how much filament is left. There is no scale to let you know approximately how much is left. Just kind of surprised. Almost everybody has one now. So it is a resealable bag, so it's not cut off the bottom. That ripped open pretty nice. Wow, that's different. Let's get our silica gel. Save our bag. Go ahead and put this off to the side. It is a very muted white. It doesn't really look that way on camera with all the light splash back, but it's kind of very muted, almost an eggshell. Not like the white, not white white. Or a slight cream white. Smell-wise, sort of smells like PLA. Yeah, it's different. Definitely, yeah, it's slightly off compared to regular PLA. Not a strong odor. Let's see what we got coming out of here. Wrapped around. Oh, okay. Haven't seen this in a while. Oh, you can see that on cam. I know y'all can see that on camera. Look at that. I have not had filament that wavy in a long time. Okay, well first let's do our standard break test here on the end, then we'll do some measurements. And it started to snap pretty quick on the outer layers, but the inner kind of held out. And that one is definitely bending more. Really got to work it. having to work it. That's a good sign. It's nice and dry. It actually does feel wow, stronger the further I go back. So that is absorption at the end. We've seen that before. So that's a really good sign. Although the rest of this is not a good sign. Let's go cut that off. Get our pieces out of here. Well, first off, that is really wavy. I know y'all can see that on camera. That is incredibly wavy. The spooling, yeah, look at the spooling. All over the place. And I can see the waviness in the spooling. Let's see how far down it goes. Well, that's pretty far. So, yeah. So off the bat, if you have a Bowden tube set up that is very tight, this is going to cause some problems. Now, I have had filament this bad before that actually did print fine. I was really surprised. Now, I didn't do anything highly structural to confirm, like, you know, maybe it's causing some issues with feeding or flow rates, but the prints looked fine. Of course, it was a very ugly yellow, so how much you gonna print with that or care? Yeah, it is almost all the way down. I am not seeing any let up in the waviness. Go over to the side camera, get a close up. Let's see if that'll. That is just. I'm sorry. That is. That's bad. Look at that. I mean, it appears to be all the way down. Yeah, look at that winding. Let's take that off. That is not pretty. That is what's causing that. That explains why this was $11.99. Let's spool this back on here. Disappointing. All right, let's go back. Get my hand on the camera. Come back over here. Measure it for as close as we can get with these cheap calipers. Per suggestion, go on the flat spot. 1.7. 1.7. 1.7. 1.7. 1.7. 1.7. All right, well, dimensionally, it's decent. 1.7. Yeah. Might get right in one of those bumps. Yeah, everything's still 1.7, so that's a good sign. Well, yep, 1.7. So appears to be dimensionally accurate all the way through the spool. Get this back in here. All right, so we're going to get it on the good old Ender 3 here and do our same 3 test models, and we'll be right back, see how they turn out. All right, we are back. Let's look at the results. Not too bad, must say. Let's get to it. First off, as always, we did our standard calibration cube, Stecco cat, and our benchy. That camera does not like to focus too. I think I'm gonna swap that one out. That was a very wide view. There we go. It did print very nice. Very nice. There are a few small issues. I printed all three of these at 215, 60 on the build plate, 20% infill, 100 millimeters a second. And this one you can see has the majority of the defects. We'll get into that. All right, so let's go over to the microscope real quick. Start with the cube. Printed very nice and clean. As always, this is on a Ender 3 Pro running Clipper. Did have, as you can see here, some adhesion issues. A little bit of cooling right here. Of course, this was at 100. But everything else is very sharp. The adhesion issues kind of bother me because PEI coated flex plate with a pretty fresh coating of Magic Goo. So I'm really surprised. Top looks really good. Walls look great. You can really see that adhesion there. Maybe I need to lower the build plate temperature just a little, but besides that, everything else looks really good. A little bit of residue left over from the last filament. Once again, right at the very top, some cooling issues. Let's check out the bottom. Looks really good, even for the curling up. So that means it went down nice and solid and then came up afterwards. So that might be a build plate issue. I can see a little bit of, let's see if I can get this in this corner. Not the sharpest in one of the corners. Besides that, looks really good. Okay, let's go over to StackoCat. Once again, looks really nice. Now, feeding this filament in through my Bowden tube, it was a little tough. I didn't have to force it too hard, but it was a little more resistance than I'm used to. Whiskers, a little bit of cooling issues, but still not too bad. Once again, we're talking 100 millimeters a second with not a stock cooler, but not the best. Single fan. Definitely can see we have some cooling issues. Right in that corner. Oh, that looks really good. Ears are nice and crisp. Here is the one spot where we had some cooling issues. Bottom looks really nice. Really nice. This had no sticking issues and no curling on the feet, which this was printed second. So let's get over to Da Vinci. Start at the top. It looks really nice. It kind of looks like PETG under the microscope. Little bit of stringing, but besides that, everything on top here just is absolutely perfect. Yeah, everything looks great. Smokestack, let's see. Beautiful. Let's get to the sides here. A little bit of stringing. Box looks great. Railing looks great. Let's check the rear end. One day I'll figure out which way this goes. Okay, can't read anything, but the port looks good. Well, I can't read anything, that's on the bottom. Speaking of which, you can read it. Looks very nice, no adhesion issues here. Issues with cooling right at our seam. And of course, right in here. The one camera won't autofocus on. Definitely, that's a cooling issue. But all the portholes look great. Let's check our archway in here. Once again, a little bit of cooling at the top. Everything else is nice and sharp. Even with that's really nice. Really nice. Printed very, very nice. Yeah, smokestack looks awesome. Now, I'm a little surprised. I actually thought once we started unspooling that and saw how kinked up it was, this was not going to print too well. But it did great. It did really great. And it looks a little brighter after the print. Now, we're going to try something that I've never tried before. I have the Stacko Cat we just printed, and one previously out of which I believe is PLA. Let's go over to our side here real quick. All right. Get these guys out of the way. One we just printed, regular PLA. It appears to be like a matte PLA. Let's see how hard this is to break. I'm going to go for the tail. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That did take a little bit of force. Let's try this guy. Oh! Yeah, that took more force. It snapped just nice, just as cleanly and nicely. Actually, nicer. Yeah, that took some force. Very interesting. Definitely feels stronger. Okay. Well, once again, that is the Reprapper Modified PLA in white. I'm impressed by the prints. The packaging is fine. The spooling needs some work. That does not inspire confidence. And the fact that, how far down are we here? We've printed 3 things and we still have plenty of that noodling in there. I'm just going to call it noodling for now. I'm sure there are plenty of printers where that would have gotten stuck up in, and yeah, we will see what happens. So, on the fence, printed nice, but I see why it was on discount. I guess we're going to have to try another one of Reprappers, and we'll see how that goes. So, if you've used this filament, let me know. If you've used other Reprapper filaments, leave me a comment. Let me know how they worked out. We'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.